Today we will discuss the scientific evidence about the diet that helped me lose 23 kilograms, that is 50 pounds in 3 months in 2020. Contrary to popular belief, the ketogenic diet has been used to help people lose weight for over 40 years. However, this was mostly done in individuals who had a BMI of over 30 kilograms per square meter and was supervised by professionals. Most of these diets were just called very low carbohydrate diets, but met the current definition of a ketogenic diet. Some refer to this diet as an adjustment of the popular Atkins diet, which was developed in the 1960s. The ketogenic diet is defined as a diet that is high in fat, normally about 70 to 80% of total daily calories, a moderate protein intake of about 10 to 20% of total daily calories, and a 5 to 10% intake of carbohydrates, which generally translates to about 20 to 50 grams net carbs per day. The way this diet works is when carbohydrates are significantly reduced in the diet, the body's usual source of energy, which is glucose, is limited over time. As a result, the liver starts breaking down fats into ketone bodies, which then serve as an alternative fuel source for the body and brain. This state is known as ketosis. In 2003, researchers Brehm and colleagues published findings of their study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism. The randomized controlled trial compared the effects of a very low carbohydrate diet, keto diet, and a calorie-restricted low-fat diet on weight loss and heart health in 53 obese women. The participants were followed up for 6 months, and 42 women completed the study. At the end of the study, the researchers found some interesting differences. The women on the very low carbohydrate diet lost significantly more weight compared to those on the low-fat diet. The low-carb group lost an average of 8.5 kilograms, about 18.7 pounds, while the low-fat group lost an average of 3.9 kilograms, about 8.6 pounds. That is a difference of 4.6 kilograms or 10.1 pounds more weight loss in the low-carb group over the 6-month period. The low-carb group also lost more body fat at 3 and 6 months than the low-fat group. However, they also lost more lean body mass, which primarily composes of muscle. This is bad for metabolism. The study also looked at various markers of heart health, such as total cholesterol and LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol, and triglycerides, which they did not observe any difference between the groups. The low-carb group had a significant increase in HDL cholesterol, the good cholesterol, compared to the low-fat group. The study concluded that a very low carbohydrate diet could be more effective for weight loss and improving certain cardiovascular risk factors compared to a traditional calorie-restricted, low-fat diet. In simpler terms, if you're looking to lose weight and boost your heart health, going low-carb might offer better results than just cutting fat and calories. However, remember that what works best can vary from person to person, so it's always a good idea to consult with a healthcare professional before making major changes to your diet. Another research group, Foster and colleagues, conducted a similar study in 2003 to compare the effects of a low carbohydrate diet and a conventional low-fat diet on weight loss in obese individuals. Findings from this study were published in the New England Journal of Medicine. This randomized controlled trial involved 63 obese individuals, both men and women, who were divided into 2 groups. Group 1 followed a low carbohydrate diet, while Group 2 followed a low-fat diet. At 3 and 6 months, the researchers found notable differences between the 2 groups. The individuals on the low-carb diet lost significantly more weight than those on the low-fat diet. The low-carb group lost an average of 8.1 kilograms, about 17.9 pounds, while the low-fat group lost an average of 6.7 kilograms, about 8.4 pounds. At 6 months, the low-carb group lost 4.4 kilograms, 9.7 pounds, than the low-fat group. It should be noted, however, that this difference was not statistically significant at 12 months. The study also looked at several other health indicators. The low-carb group had a significantly higher reduction in triglycerides compared to the low-fat group of 20.0 milligrams per deciliter versus 4.0 milligrams per deciliter. The low-carb group also experienced a significant increase in HDL cholesterol of 4.0 milligrams per deciliter compared to 1.0 milligrams per deciliter in the low-fat group. The study concluded that a low-carbohydrate diet might be more effective for short-term weight loss and improving some cardiovascular risk factors in obese individuals compared to a conventional low-fat diet just like the previous study. To assess if indeed low-carb diets are better for weight loss than low-fat diets, Mansoor and colleagues conducted a meta-analysis of 11 randomized controlled trials and published the results in the British Journal of Nutrition. On average, the low-carb group lost 2.17 kilograms, about 4.8 pounds, more than the low-fat group over a period ranging from 3 to 24 months. The study also compared the impact of the two diets on various heart health markers. The low-carb group had a larger reduction in triglycerides compared to the low-fat group of 0.26 versus 0.10 millimoles per liter. The low-carb group also had a significant increase in HDL cholesterol levels of 0.09 versus 0.01 millimoles per liter. A more recent narrative review published in the Journal of Obesity Medicine on the 15th of July 2024 on the impact of a ketogenic diet on weight management reported that the ketogenic diet leads to a larger weight loss of 9.6 kilograms than low-fat diets at 5.8 kilograms. Furthermore, there was a substantially smaller difference in weight reduction between the ketogenic diet and a low-fat diet, 5.7 versus 7.30 kilograms, when these dietary programs were followed for a year by an average of 910 participants at 4.60 kilograms. As a result, both ketogenic and low-fat diets are effective for losing weight. However, the ketogenic diets are more effective for the preliminary 6 months than the later. They concluded that while the ketogenic diet has been accomplished in administering weight management, diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, and cancer treatment, and could look appealing to the dieting fad culture, the diet is not considered the best option for the reduction of weight. Long-term negative effects and contraindications must be evaluated against the short-term positive effects. These findings were corroborated by a review published in the Journal of Cardiology and Cardiovascular Medicine published on the 6th of March 2024. The researchers reported that when comparing low-carbohydrate ketogenic to low-fat diets, studies have suggested low-carbohydrate diets may result in faster weight loss in the first 6 months. However, longer term, the weight loss effects appear equivalent in both normal glycemic and impaired glycemic control type 2 diabetics patients. It seems likely the initial weight loss is primarily due to body water loss, which may be due to increased renal sodium, and water loss secondary to ketosis and glycogen depletion. Ketogenic diets also cause larger lean body mass loss, which may be reduced by an increase in protein intake. Now, let's talk side effects. Every rose has its thorn, and keto is no exception. In the short term, that is within a 6-month period, the ketogenic diet is often accompanied by gastrointestinal issues such as nausea, vomiting, and constipation, particularly during the first week in some people. Additionally, many people experience keto flu symptoms like dizziness, weakness, and difficulty exercising, which typically last for 2 to 4 days but can extend up to a week as the body transitions into ketosis. Electrolyte imbalances due to increased urine production are common, necessitating adequate water and electrolyte intake. There is also a notable increase in LDL cholesterol, likely due to higher saturated fat consumption and changes in gut microbiota, with a reduction in beneficial bacteria and a rise in bad ones like E. coli. Over a longer period, beyond 6 months, the ketogenic diet poses risks of micronutrient deficiencies due to its restrictive nature, emphasizing the need for a well-rounded nutrient intake. The diet may also lead to unfavorable changes in lipid profiles, with poor triglyceride and HDL cholesterol levels compared to more balanced low-carb diets. Additionally, there is a potential increase in cardiovascular disease risk driven by elevated LDL cholesterol and other factors, though more studies are needed to assess this factor. Long-term adherence to the diet may increase the likelihood of developing fatty liver and insulin resistance, resulting from the high intake of fats. In summary, the ketogenic diet shows promising results for weight loss, improved blood sugar control, and potentially better heart health, provided you choose the right fats. But, like any diet, it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. Personal preferences, medical conditions, and lifestyle factors all play a role. Remember, the best diet is the one that you can maintain and enjoy. If you're considering keto, consult with a healthcare professional to see if it's right for you. And most importantly, listen to your body.